What is going on, guys? It is Stormcat here, back with another Terraria video, and in this one I'm going to be showing you my top 5 melee accessories. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so first and foremost, hope you're enjoying the cam overlay. I made it in Photoshop myself. Hope you guys like it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of it. I think it's pretty cool. Secondly, the audio may be a little worse just because I am in college. There might be a lot of background noise. Nothing I can do about it. But let's get right on into the video now that those things are out of the way. Alright guys, so for my top 5 melee accessories here, I know I'm wearing Vortex armor. Don't worry about that. Just recorded a different video. So for my top 5 melee accessories here, this is the order it goes in importance. So first we have the Ankh Shield. The Ankh Shield is fantastic. Definitely for melee characters, it's a needed accessory for every melee loadout. It is crafted using the Ankh Charm and the Obsidian Shield at the Tinkerer's Workshop. This accessory will give you immunity to almost all debuffs and immunity to knockback, as well as giving you +4 defense. If you have warding on this accessory as a prefix, you will have +8. Giving your character +8 defense is really good when you're in up close combat like a melee class. Okay, next guys, number 2 on our list is the Paladin Shield. The Paladin Shield is a hard mode post-plant Terra accessory, and while you have this equipped, the wearer's health has to be above 25%, grants all nearby players on their team the Paladin's Shield buff. This will cause 25% of the damage taken to be completely erased, meaning that when you have this shield on and you are above 25% health, your team will only take 75% damage, which is really awesome, really cool buff. Also, in both single player and multiplayer, the Paladin Shield also provides the wearer immunity to knockback. Now, the Ankh Shield already gives you that, but the other buffs of the Paladin Shield are already really nice and complement the Ankh Shield. Next, the Paladin Shield will give you an additional 6 defense. So this means if you have the Paladin Shield plus warding, plus the Ankh Shield plus warding, you will have +18 defense to your character. This will make you an absolute tank, and that's why I have both of these on my list. So guys, on to how to get this accessory. The Paladin has a chance to drop the shield in the dungeon. In normal mode, it is a 9.33%. In expert mode, it is a 13.56%. So if you play in expert mode, this drop is easier to get. It will drop more often. It is a fantastic drop. Again, if you're above 25% health, your team takes 25% less damage. Also, it gives you 6 defense with a modifier of warding, will give you 10 defense. Amazing accessory, highly recommend it for any melee class, even if you already have the Ankh Shield. Okay guys, next on our list you can see here in the 3rd slot is the Star Veil. A lot of people think of the Star Veil as more of a mage accessory, but I'm here to tell you that that is not the case. This can be used for melee classes even more and have even more useful aspects to it than a mage class. When you use a mage class, you're more in the back, you back off of the damage and you stay far away. When you are a melee class, you are up front doing all of the damage, getting really close to the enemy, also taking a lot of hits. So the Star Veil will cause stars to fall and the increase length of invincibility after taking damage. This means, guys, that when you get hit, stars will fall and deal damage to the enemy, meaning that if you are up close and personal with an enemy, these stars will do more damage. Also, it increases length of invincibility, meaning if you're up close and an enemy is constantly attacking you, but you're also constantly attacking them, you blink after you get hit, and you will blink for a second or two, and then you can be damaged again. Those are invincibility frames. Well, with the Star Veil, and I know I've explained this before in a video, but it's a really good accessory. This will make that invincibility frame longer, meaning that you can use the Star Veil to take even more damage, take even bigger hits, and it will take a longer amount of time before you can get hit again. This is why the Starveal is really good for melee classes, because you will be up close and personal with those enemies, making it even longer before they can hit you again. Alrighty, next guys, on our screen here we have the Warrior Emblem. The Warrior Emblem is dropped from the Wall of Flesh. It is one of the very first hard mode accessories you get. Before you call me out in the comments, I know there are better emblems out there, but those emblems increase critical strike and all damage. If you're mainly focusing on just melee, this emblem is better than the others. The reason I recommend this accessory, guys, is because it will increase your melee damage by 15%. That is a big buff, especially when it comes to high damage weapons like the Meowmere. You would have to take 15% of how much the Meowmere does and add it onto the weapon, making the weapon a lot more powerful. Now you can make this even more damaging if you get the Menacing prefix, which will up it to 19% increased damage, because Menacing adds 4% damage. And I just really highly suggest the Warrior Emblem because it will up your damage, while all of these other accessories will help with your defense. Alrighty guys, so the last item we have here on our list is the Fire Gauntlet. The reason I chose the Fire Gauntlet is because it gives you, again, more increased damage and speed on your melee. So this is 10% on top of the other 15% you get from the Warrior Emblem. That's a lot of damage increase for your melee weapons. Fantastic accessory. This accessory, however, is pretty difficult to craft. So, in order to get the Fire Gauntlet, you will have to get the Magma Stone from the Underworld and the Mechanical Glove. Combining these two, you will get the Fire Gauntlet at the Tinkerer's Workshop. The Fire Gauntlet, however, is really good for the melee class. First, it increases your melee, knockback, and inflicts fire damage on attack, meaning the enemies will burn after you hit them with your sword or whatever melee you're using. You get a 10% increase to melee damage and speed, meaning that you guys swing your sword 10 times faster, or boomerang, whatever melee weapon you use, plus your melee damage is increased by 10%. You guys understand what I meant. It was not 10 times faster swing speed. That would be absolutely ridiculous. I meant 10% faster. It's still a decent boost, but not 10 times as fast. So overall, you get lots and lots of defense with these accessories. You get lots of good buffs. The Paladin Shield even helps when you're in a team. The Starveal helps when you are taking lots of damage. The Warrior Emblem increases damage, and so does the Fire Gauntlet. Those were my top 5 accessories for the melee class, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it gave you a little bit of insight on what to use for your melee class. Again, this is just my opinion, and these tutorials can also be used over console and PC because I am using items that are current in both versions. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like if you did, and I will see you guys in the next one.